Hey everyone, this is Mr. Everything, and I have, I guess, somewhat of an unboxing. I'm taking it out of a box, an Apple Watch. This is something I definitely didn't think I would be buying, but I found a really good deal on one. You can see I got the 42 millimeter stainless steel with the Milanese Loop. It's the real one. So actually, that was the main thing I wanted, was that band. I really like that band. I remember back when the Apple Watch came out, I thought it was I kind of like the look. I really didn't care for it being square, but after looking at them on the internet, I just think interfacing with a square screen is a little bit easier than a round one where text and stuff's cut off around the edges. But if you have a bigger screen, it doesn't matter so much. I've been using this for a few days, but I just wanted to show you that what you can still get at a very affordable price now on eBay if you get this. This is the original first generation 2015 Apple Watch. It's complete, basically like new with the case and everything. Get that in a minute here. Basically came with everything, I believe, the regulatory stuff, quick start guide. And again, being a first generation product, this may be a collector's item someday, kind of like the original iPhone, although that's not very practical or anything. It was so outdated and revolutionary, I guess you could say. But the watch, I mean, it's pretty competent. You know, it has good components in it for being in 2015 compared to a 2007 iPhone. But you get this really long cable, specific, you know, proprietary magnetic charger. I like the little stainless steel accents, and you get the charging block thing for that. So even the box is just high quality, which I guess that's cute. But again, I was thinking about one of these. I looked at the price. I was thinking, this is crazy. I ended up getting this for a third of what it went for originally, which I think is a great deal with the box. All the original stuff in good condition. Just quality. Everything's lined and it's very Apple. And here's the product itself. Again, you can see I've already set it up and been using it. Love the band. There were some scratches on it. There's some videos on YouTube that show how to take care of that. Basically, you just need aluminum polish or stainless steel, and that'll take care of that. So here's the Apple Watch itself. One thing I was concerned about was the display, if the pixel density would be good, but I would say it's just as good, if not better, than just about any phone. It has the AMOLED display, which helps save on battery. It gives you natural looking blacks, makes the whites pop out then. Another thing I was concerned about was battery life. Battery life seems to be, I think I had it on for maybe 15 hours. That'd be around upper 40s. So maybe you could get 2 days out of it, but just charging it through the night, you should have no problem. The first day I got it, I was messing with it and had the screen on a whole lot. But just using it as a watch and with notifications, it works very well. So battery life's not an issue. The screen was satisfactory. My main concern was people were saying that there's a lot of lag, but I didn't see that. This is a little bit tricky. You got to get used to the magnets on this. Everything sticks to itself. But I personally really like this design. Now the sport models were cheaper, not since the beginning, but for quite a while now. But I just didn't like that aluminum look. The screen, I mean, there's not much of a difference, I don't think. But scratch-wise, this is sapphire crystal, so there's no scratches on it, and I don't know how long the last owner had it, but I'm not expecting to get it scratched any. And the only aluminum one is the space gray with like a black band, especially like a leather loop. Looks nice, but this was the one I always wanted. And I'm really glad that I was able to get it for a decent price. So you can see I don't have too many apps on here. A lot of these are built-in ones, but I was concerned about lag, but I really don't see any. I'm just going to bring the camera in a little bit closer. Now this is kind of a laggy, now as far as just you can see the opening with this Watch OS 3. You have these certain things in your dock that are ready to go. Now this particular one's kind of laggy, like when you hit refresh, doesn't, you're still stuck on this and it takes a while. That time was a little bit quicker than usual, but still it's not very convenient. But other apps are much quicker, like the factory weather. I don't know if we'll see, it must have already updated, but it opens quickly and it will refresh just as quick as that. That opens pretty quickly. So I think a lot of this is Watch OS 3. The people seem to have the notion that when Apple updates something, it makes older devices further obsolete and outdated. From what I saw in the original unboxings and reviews of this watch, things were very slow to load, and I don't see that with this one. I don't know if I've ever opened Pandora on here. So this is one that's not in my dock, or I don't think I've opened it, but yeah, that wasn't killer to me. I didn't see a need to. I could deal with that. But mainly all I'm using this for is just to watch and just to get notifications. So as far as notifications go, you get the haptic feedback, which I really like. I don't think it's strong enough. I have it on max setting. You only get, I guess, off, low, high, and that's it. And you can have a little tone with it as well, which you can turn it off there. But I wish the haptic feedback, it feels nice, but sometimes I miss it. I'd like to be a little bit stronger. Again, the screen's pretty nice. Quality's good. I think it's properly lit. It has the ambient sensor or whatever to keep it adjusted to whatever the light of your room or environment is. I haven't really looked at it too often outside, so I know the newer ones are slightly brighter, but I can't justify, getting it for that. The faster processor makes the most sense, but again, this one, to me, for what I've used it for, I think it's just fine. I don't think there's any battery life improvements in the newer ones. And I really can't, and then the water, to me, I consider this watch waterproof. You can get it wet, you can drop it in water, and I don't know what other situations. You really couldn't go swimming with it. All the people have, if you're in the water for a long time. But to me, it's waterproof. If you're an actual swimmer that needs this in the water, which I don't know how many people are, but I'm sure there's some out there, then maybe the newer Series 1 or 2 would be more appealing. But I think the Series 1 is a very good deal. Again, if you can get it a third of the price, this premium band. And as far as the other bands go, the only one I really like is the leather loop, but I can't justify spending that much on it, so I'll probably just go ahead and get a third-party one. I like the black leather loop on this, looks really nice too. I like the magnetic clasp compared to the buckles and more standard generic things that we would see on any watch, so this one stands out a little more, I think, anyway. So considering this product's been out for quite a while, I don't think I need to go over everything. Like, you basically have to have it paired with an iPhone to have the functionality of anything beyond just what's built into it. There's no Wi-Fi or anything. So the clock and things will work, but you can't get any notifications or updates or any type of syncing without an iPhone. I'm not sure what to do with all these watch faces. I mean, they're neat. I've picked a few that I might use at some point, but they look nice. I took the rest of them off. And again, I'm mainly just using it for a watch and just to know when I have notifications. And I like the complications, just having the temperature, and really kind of have to have the battery life there unless you want to swipe up. Mainly I just bought it I really like this band, the stainless steel, and to me it's worth the price. Especially now, again, if you can get this original one, I think it's very affordable for pretty much being able to do anything that the newer ones do that still have retained the exact same designs that people won't even know. So again, I really have to say that this Apple Watch, the first generation, really exceeded my expectations. I think it lives up to everything I didn't expect. Good battery life, good screen. It doesn't really offer anything that I need as far as the different apps and stuff. It's not anything I care either way about. I'm not using it for fitness tracking or anything. It does the notifications simple enough, efficiently enough, and it has the time, which is basically what I'm using it for. I don't think that's always accurate if you're laying down, because it kind of wants your arm to be straight. I don't know if there's a way to calibrate it, but that's, aside from that, you can always tap it to bring it up. But for the most part, it doesn't really annoy me or anything. So I would definitely recommend, if you're looking for a smartwatch, there's some other good ones, the second gen Moto 360, the LG G Watch R, but it's a thicker bezel, and I don't think they have the build quality of the Apple Watch. Plus, I use an iPhone, so I think you get the better user experience sticking with an Apple product. So I'll definitely be back. I definitely want to show off a leather loop if I can get one, a third-party one to recommend. I'm probably going to go ahead and get a charging dock, because I don't like having, since this is something that needs charged daily, I really don't want to have to just set it down and have a 6-foot cord everywhere. So if I can get one of those portable little battery-powered battery bank charging docks, I think that would be great. And I'll definitely show and recommend one of them if I can get one. Another modification I've seen some people do is drill a hole in this, and then if you can actually remove this little piece, you can make it a little cleaner and run the cable out the back. That might be something I might consider doing, but I don't want to ruin the box, so I'd have to make sure I know exactly how I want to do it and have proper tools. But I'm probably rambling a bit at this point. It wasn't so much a review as just where the Apple Watch stands a year and a half later. I would really recommend getting this one for the price. I think it was the best they had offered at the time, and I think it still holds up well in late 2016 for the holidays or anything. So check it out on eBay. That's where I got mine. And I think if you can get one like this, especially if this was something you're looking for, I think you'll enjoy it more than the newer sport models. So thanks for watching, and you'll see me in the next one. Have a good one.